Hey everyone, I'm Brenda. Welcome to Life on Goldman Road. Ignore everything behind me. That's life. I'm nervous today. We are finally gonna make baklava. I know it's usually a Christmas time thing, but I've been wanting to do it for years. So today's the day. I have my phyllo dough thawed. I have a great big bag of walnuts that we're going to chop up. And for some reason, I was thinking pistachios, but the more I read, the more I see you can use pistachios in baklava. But we're not today. We're gonna set this aside and we'll find another recipe for this. So we're gonna start. Now, back here on the stove in our little pot, I have, and I'm gonna have to read it to you because, like I said, this is something I have never done. So we're gonna do step by step. I have got a cup of sugar, a half a cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 3/4 cup of water. Now we're going to bring that to a boil over medium-high heat, stirring until the sugar is dissolved. Then reduce the heat to medium-low and boil an additional 4 minutes without stirring. And then we're going to remove it from the heat and let it cool while we're preparing our baklava. Now, let me make sure, because I was thinking we poured that mixture over it once it was browned. Remove from oven and immediately spoon over. Okay, yes. So we will do the syrup while the baklava cooks because it has got to cook for an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll have plenty of time to do that. Now, I have never worked with phyllo dough. I'm nervous. This is going to be a slow process because, again, this is a recipe that I have never done. This recipe is coming from Pinterest. It's probably not authentic. I have seen some where you use cloves and nutmeg and all of that, but we're not real big fans. So we are going to do this recipe, and it calls for our phyllo dough, 16 ounces, 1 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, which is 2.5 sticks, melted. We're gonna chop up a pound of walnuts, and that's about 4 cups, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and then of course our liquid mixture, which is sugar, lemon juice, water, and honey. And it says you can melt chocolate chips and chopped walnuts for a garnish, and that's optional. So I have got, they're talking about a 9 by 13. Well, I have an 11 by 15 because I don't want to cut my phyllo dough sheets. I know that sounds lazy, but it is what it is. I would rather have room on each side to make the cuts and not have to worry about trimming the sheets. So we're going to start this. That is buttered. Okay, let's go ahead. I've got the food processor out. So we're going to go ahead and chop our walnuts. So let me reposition you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now I think we're going to chop our walnuts a cup at a time. I have a bowl here that we're going to add our chopped walnuts into. Our food processor is here and ready to go. So we're going to start with a cup of walnuts, and we'll just see what it looks like once I get it in there. Let's do 2. Yes. Okay. Now, this actually says to pulse 10 times for the consistency that you need. I will post this recipe, of course, down below, but I'm going to pause you so you don't have to hear all of this stuff. Okay, let's see. 10 looks like to be the magic number. That looks pretty good. Let's do our other 2 cups. All right, we have our 4 cups of chopped walnuts, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. And we're just going to mix that around. I think I'm ready to go. I have my melted butter. We have our walnuts. We have our phyllo dough under damp towels to keep them from drying out. I only opened 1 pack, so we're gonna do this as a process. Okay, can y'all tell I'm nervous? Because I'm nervous. Okay, we have buttered the bottom of our pan. Okay, we pulsed our walnuts. Okay, place 10 phyllo sheets in the baking pan, 1 at a time, brushing each sheet with butter. Okay, so we're gonna do this 1 at a time. Oh my gosh, these are paper thin, which I understand that's part of it. And of course I'm already ripping them. They have been in my refrigerator a little bit longer than recommended, so that may be why our first layer may be junk. I tell you what, let's just get that one out of the way. And hopefully the second sheet will work better. We'll get back to that one. Okay. Let's try this. I've got a little spot that doesn't want to tear, but we're gonna make it. Now, it's not perfect, but we're doing 10 sheets, so it's okay. Let me get it all spread out. Okay. Now we are supposed to brush this with our butter. Now, have you ever made this? Because I have heard if you put too much, it becomes soggy. If you don't put enough, it dries out. So I guess it's a happy medium. All right. Hopefully we won't add too much and make it soft or mushy, but hopefully it won't dry out either. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can put this poor little raggedy one on here and get it used up. And oh my goodness, I gotta keep up with my number of layers. Got another thing to do. Alright, it's going to take me a minute to get all this done, so I'm going to pause you. This is only number 2. So, I'm going to pause you until we get to number 10 and start on our next process. Be right back. We made it to 10. I have my others covered up, so we are going to take 3/4 of a cup and spread out over our phyllo dough. So I have a 1/4 cup, so we're going to do this 3 times. Get our cinnamon walnut mixture. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. Now we're going to do 5 layers of phyllo dough before we do more mixture. So let's get going on that. And I'll take you through a couple. If I can get them separated. They want to act up now. All right. Okay. I'll lay it down and butter again. Oop, and this one's gonna slide everywhere. Let me hold on to it for just a little bit. Anybody have tips, tricks, whatever for this? All right, let's glue another sheet now. Okay. And these are super, super thin. So we are on number 2 of 5. Whoop. So that's going to be an issue trying to get it not to move since we put the walnuts down. Did I skip something? Place 10 phyllo sheets in the baking pan one at a time, brushing each sheet with butter once it's in the pan before adding the next. Brush the top with butter, place the next phyllo sheet in the pan, butter the top, etc. Nope, this is right. Okay. Just making sure. And there are times that I remember to cover up, and there are times that I don't. So it is what it is. This is sheet number 3 of 5. So I'll bring you back when we have 5. All right, we're back to do 3 more 1/4 cup of walnuts. Five more sheets of phyllo dough. Okay, here we go with another layer. We are supposed to do 4 layers, and I don't know which layer we're on, so I am just going to go until our walnuts play out. I know we have done at least 3, and I think this is the 4th layer, but we've got at least another layer of walnuts, so I'm going to go another layer. I opened up my second pack of dough, and it is actually working better. The first layer on top of the walnuts is a heifer, It doesn't want to stay in place. And when I started out with this 2.5 sticks of butter, I thought, whew, that is a lot of butter. But trust me, you use it. You use it. So let me get these all lathered up, and we will do one more layer, and then we will top it off. We'll be right back. All right, last of the pistachio or walnuts. And we only have just a teensy bit more, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this out with this layer. Okay, 10 more layers of dough with butter in between, and I may have to have some more butter. We shall see. Done. I have like 2 sheets left. I probably either miscounted in all of this or I had extra. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. So we've got our oven preheating. We are supposed to cut this pastry into 1.5 inch wide strips cut on a diagonal to form diamond shapes. We're going to bake it for 1.5 hours and until the tops are golden brown. Okay. I tea this morning from Loose Caboose. That is twisted pineapple specialty. It is fabulous. All right. let me think a minute on how I'm supposed to cut this. I know I'm going to go diagonally, but I got to get it in my head. So hold on just a second. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. I'm not a professional by any means. We're gonna go in and see. And I may need a different knife because this knife is not. Let me get a better knife. Don't laugh. I told you. I'm not a professional, and if this is going to cut most of the way and I'm not going to have to cut very much, then all the better. Okay. I don't know that my sizing is correct, but I'm okay with that too. I don't pretend to know what I'm doing. First time at this for sure. Okay. Now, let's see. Make sure we cut all the way. That actually worked pretty good. I'm not mad at it. Okay. Now, we got to make diamonds. So, another thought process. Diamonds. Hang on, y'all. Maybe they will be diamonds. I don't know. Slide that dough back in place. Some may be bigger than others. That's just part of it too. It's not perfect, but we're going to go with it. And I guess I should push and not try to pull. One more and we're calling it good. And we'll kind of go through, whoop, with our knife. Okay. Golden brown and flaky is what we're going for. If it will just semi come out correctly, I will be over the moon. Okay. I'm not sure what my pan is on, but okay. There we go. Some of them's kind of big, some of them's kind of small, but I don't care. All right, let me figure out what's on the bottom of my pan. Nothing. We're going to go throw this in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes or until the tops are golden brown. Okay, we are going to start our honey, sugar, lemon juice, water mixture. And what we're doing, we've got it on medium-high heat, and we are going to bring it up to a boil and dissolve our sugar, and then we're going to turn it down just a little bit and let it continue to boil for 4 minutes, and then we're going to take it off the heat and let it cool. Simple, simple, not too hard. So we will see how this goes, and I'll bring you back in just a minute. Not that you can tell, but our sugar has dissolved. Everything is good, so we're just waiting for it to come up to a boil, and then we will see from there. We're going to let it boil for, 4 minutes, and then we'll check back. And quick and easy, we are boiling. So I have reduced our heat, and we're going to continue to boil for 4 minutes. And then we'll take it off and just wait till our baklava comes out of the oven. Not too hard. This has been a stressful but easier process than I thought. So I'm okay with this so far. Okay, we've just taken it out of the oven. It looks beautiful. So I read, and the key to this is when you pour your syrup, which is right here, this is supposed to sizzle. So I'm going to try to hold the camera and pour all at the same time. So if y'all start seeing stuff like my hand there, ooh, listen at that. Can you hear it? trying to hit all of them. Okay. Now, we are going to completely let it cool before we get into it. And they recommend that you let it do overnight. I don't think we're going to make it that long. We're just going for, let's cool it completely. It's 3:20 right now, so hopefully once we have supper, we can sneak us a little peek. I will be back to tell you how that goes. I couldn't wait. I don't know what it is. It was calling my name. It looks so good. This is a tiny little piece, like from a corner. It looks much bigger than what it is. But we are going to try it, y'all. Here we go. That's good. It's going to be hard to stay out of that. It's flaky, it's crispy, it's moist. Really good. It's a do again. We may even try it with pistachios next time. You never know. So good. Thanks for coming along with us, joining us, having some fun in the kitchen. We appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, see you later.